This is May 21st, 2021, and I'm filming at the location that I called the shared path location because it's got this paved shared path, as the city calls it, and open space on each side, which is dominated by invasive plants, most of which are European annual grasses. Last time I did a video about this place, I showed the goat poop on the ground and the lack of vegetation because the goats had just come through, but you definitely saw all the seeds laying on the ground and you saw all the goat poop. And I'm just showing that the exact same thing came back. The exact same thing came back exactly as I predicted that it would. As long as I'm pulling up archival footage, let's look at this particular location over the years, which goes all the way back to 2018 when I first saw the goats and I saw the goat signs and I thought, this looks like a bunch of BS. Here's October of 2018, several months later, and this is the first time I was thinking, look, all the goat poop is still on the ground. All the invasive plants are on the ground. And look at Wolf Bear. He looks like a shag carpet because he was still really young. Here's February, me proving that the exact same stuff is growing back. And here's August of 2020. It's flattened and covered with goat poop, but it's just the same cycle over and over and over. And here we are at the end of May 2021 playing the same stupid game. All right, I'm gonna throw my dog on my back because it's not safe for him to come out here, thanks to all of the foxtail species of plants here. And we'll just take a closer look to prove my point beyond a doubt. All right, here we go. So walk through here, listen for a minute. Listen to it crunch. This is ready to catch on fire on May 21st. How much worse will it be by the end of the summer? Which, of course, is one of the excuses people will use to bring through the goats or to mow. But it's just a never-ending cycle. How about if we actually solve the problem once and for all? Let's take a look at what we've got down here. Excuse the sound of my panting dog on my shoulders. So we got rip gut brome, and we got slender oats, and we got the exploded oat pods in this particular plant. Everything that I can see from this shot are European annual grasses, but I do see a couple of stalks of green, which, if you watched my last video, was an observation I made that the yellow star thistle was making its move late in the season. So while we do have something green coming, it's not good news. It's still an annual invasive. This will turn into fire fuel before very long, and it's an extremely nasty plant. So they're just taking shifts. As soon as one set of these invasives starts to die off, the second wave is already there, ready to take its place, and on and on and on. It's never ending. All right, see this? That doesn't feel good. And that's after barely walking out there. And this is why my dog doesn't go out there, because it's not just the inconvenience of pulling it out of his fur. This is a matter of seeds that actually will keep going. If they make it into his ears or his nostrils, they will just keep going until they cause him serious internal harm. This perception of temporary accomplishment when the goats come through or the mowers come through because it's shorter, but that's very, very brief. And it's a lot of resources. You know, it's workers, it's human workers, it's scheduling, it's budgeting, It's the gas of the machines, it's the money that it costs to get these people out here, it's the noise pollution, and they have to just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And after they do it, the fire fuel's still laying on the ground, the seeds in the vases are laying on the ground. He didn't accomplish anything other than a visual perception of an accomplishment. On Nextdoor and other social media sites, you can see people in houses like these posting photos of the goats and saying, yay, the goats are back, and they're so excited. And they just don't have any idea of what's actually happening to this habitat, or how irresponsibly their tax dollars are being spent. I'd like to see more posts about people concerned about the fact that you don't ever see a wild animal. Wouldn't you like to look out your window and see a wild animal someday instead of livestock in some form or other? Damn it. Look at this. Case in point. I didn't even let him go in the field. These seeds are just laying all over the place. Look how close that is to his eye and nose. Let me get that, bud. Come here. You're a disaster. How did this happen?